Hey there, good morning. It's Robert McCann from the non-conventional family on a not a very sunny day here in Tampa, Florida, kind of raining out here, but a beautiful morning nonetheless. And I just wanted to come to you and share a video with you about a 3-step formula that I'm using to get rid of obstacles in my life, and it's a 3-step formula you can use as well. Life is always going to be full of chaos and distractions and challenges and problems, and you really have to have a way in order to deal with those things, because you're not going to eliminate that, but you have to have a way to deal with it. And so it's kind of like, for me, I've always felt like, by the way, if you stick around to the end of the video here, I'm going to tell you what the 3 steps are. I'll give you the 3-step formula, but for me, it was always like being in a boat in the middle of the ocean and constantly being pushed side to side, back and forth, and not being able to control my destiny, until one day I just got to the point where I was pissed off. I said, damn it, I've had enough here. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired, and I had to make a decision. And I finally made that decision to put down my anchor and become the captain of my own ship and control the destiny in which I was going on. So it's kind of like this. I traded stocks for several years, and, in the stock market, obviously, it's something you can't control. There's ups, downs, and all kinds of different pressures going around you. Very frustrating process, but very similar to the boat situation, that you're in the middle of this situation and you can't control the outcome, until I got to the point where I said, you know what, I'm going to put my anchor down and become the captain of my own ship. So the way that I've done that is a very, very simple 3-step formula, and I want to share that with you right now. So grab a pen and paper. I want you to just take a quick notes here. Grab that pen and paper. Let me know when you're all set there. I assume you're all set by now. So it's three simple things. Number 1, results. Number 2, purpose. And number 3, massive action. It's RPM, results, purpose, and massive action. So it goes like this. You need to figure out what it is the results are that you want to have in your life. So for me, the results that I'm looking for is I want to earn $2 million over the next 24 months for my family. It doesn't have to be about money. It could be about family. It could be about relationships. Maybe you just want to improve a situation in which you're currently living in. Whatever it is, it doesn't matter. It just has to be crystal clear. You have to be crystal clear on it. And the second thing you need to work on, the second part of the formula, is what's the purpose? What reason, what is the purpose of what it is that you want? Why do you want that result? And it has to be, here's a little trick. You have to attach emotion, and you have to attach a vision to it. Something visual, and it has to be emotional. For me, I struggled with money my entire life, not being able to afford the things that I wanted to afford for my family. And I wanted to just put an end to that and cure that. So that's something very personal with me that I'm sharing with you today on this video. And in order to do that, and the reason I'm doing that and want to make that change, and the reason I'm making that change, is specifically because I want to get rid of all the debt that's in our lives, all the chaos and the nonsense and all the frustration and all the distractions that come with being in that position. And, we've got 7 kids, and we want to be in a position where we can give each one of our 7 kids start money for their life, so that they can begin their life on the right foot. That's just something very personal to us, and that's my why. That's my why I want that result. And if you attach something visual to it, it'll help you get there much faster. I'll give you an example. Recently I was at a convention with my wife in North Carolina, and we took a side excursion and went to the mountains, and I took a picture of a golf course view out of the side of my car. And that image is stuck in my mind. I focus on that image every day. I surround myself with that image every day, specifically because that image is the visual representation of where I want to live in the mountains of North Carolina with my family, and I focus on that every day. So I have the passion and the vision of why I want to reach the result of earning the $2 million over the next 24 months. Again, it doesn't have to be about money, but you have to have a clear result that you're going for, and a clear purpose of why that you want that particular result. And the third and final thing here really is take massive, massive action. It doesn't do any good if you're focused on the result. Okay, yeah, I want that, and yeah, I've got a reason why. But if you don't take any action, it's not going to help you. So here's some of the steps I did. You know, when I finally threw that anchor in the water and I got pissed off and I made a decision, what happened to me is I started changing the people and the influences in my life. I protect my mind. Whatever's in my mind, I protect. I don't let anybody in there. If the only thing that gets into my mind are things that can move myself and my family forward, inch by inch, yard by yard, mile by mile, closer to the result that we're looking to have. And period. And it has to be that way. And you have to do the same exact thing if you want to achieve your result. You have to do the same thing. So in closing, those are the 3 simple steps. It's 3 things: RPM, results, it's your purpose, and taking massive action. And you know, I didn't invent these 3 steps. I actually got this from a book from Tony Robbins called The Time of Your Life. Fantastic book. And what I did was I also sprinkled on a bit of magic dust on top of it from some of the materials that I've been consuming inside my primary business, specifically using the passion and using the vision to amplify and help you to get to where you want to be. Anyway, that's enough for today. My name is Robert McCann. I hope, and I'm from the non-conventional family, very non-conventional family, and I hope this video is a help to you in some way to help use it as a framework. Use that 3-step formula, and you can start changing your life today. Not next week, not next month, not next year. Drop your damn anchor in the water to get on the course that you want to get on, navigate the course, and become the captain of your own ship. So again, Robert McCann, Non-Conventional Family. Feel free to like, comment, share this video. Leave your comments in the section below. Look forward to helping you. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.